Now, Route 104, brought to you by Denmark Productions Recording Studio.
Route 104, spotlighting the best in East Coast rock on the home of rock and roll, Q104.
Hi, I'm Tom Bedell. This is the April 14th edition of Route 104. We'll start with Ritchie Oakley. He was a true pioneer of East Coast rock, a self-taught musician and songwriter who first rose to prominence as bass player of Central Nervous System in the 60s, before moving on to the powerhouse Soma and eventually the hard rock and hard touring group that would bear his name. This week I had the distinct pleasure of sitting down with drummer Dog MacKay, bass player Bruce Dixon, and vocalist Wayne Nicholson from the classic Oakley lineup to share some memories of their departed bandmate. Let's start right at the beginning. And how did Oakley come together?
Well, for me, if you guys don't mind,
Yeah, go ahead.
For me,
go ahead.
I had horse had broken up from Truro. I went out west for a while, and when I come back, Dog was jamming with Ritchie over at the Wise Owl that Shepherd Boys owned, and he said, "Come on over and sit in." I wasn't much of a jammer back then, I didn't know a heck of a lot about the blues, and so I went over and just started sitting in, like doing Feeling All Right, Walking Blues, stuff like that. And for me, it just grew from there. And we took it on the road. We only had about 7 songs when we went on the road, and we just played them for 20 minutes each.
Yep, 3 songs, 1 set, 4 for the last.
Where would you play? What were some of the hot spots for Oakley in those days?
Well, the Wise Owl, of course, and the was it the Red Lion?
Red Line, Golden Line.
Golden Lion, St. John.
Misty Moon, of course.
Misty Moon.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were in the Palace for a while.
Palace.
We went upscale.
Going out of town, like
Hilltop.
the band went
In
across,
Fredericton,
Yeah.
right
great
across
place.
Canada.
Yeah.
Moncton, St. John was a huge place for us. We had a big following there, and it was sold out every night. And we went to Toronto a couple times a year, and across Canada 5 or 6 times. Played all the major centers and the minor centers.
Starting in what year? So this is mid-70s then?
76, probably
76, yeah. What was it like touring in those days? Like what kind of vehicles did you use, and what kind of life was that?
We had 2 brown Chevy vans, one with half the guys and half the gear, and the other one with the other half of the guys and half the gear.
Yeah, that was.
It was quite interesting.
It sounds unbelievable. Yeah.
Racing down the road beside each other. Yeah.
One of the great things about the Oakley band, I'll just say this, was we had a period of time where it was we could have gone against anybody in the world. It was that good. Everyone playing together, and it worked for a while, short period of time. But we could have stood up against anybody.
Yeah.
They might not have liked what we were doing, but we were as good musically as anybody and anything in the world at that time.
Life on the road, it ain't no fun. Only the strong survive. With liquor, violence, sex, and drugs, it's getting hard to stay alive. But look at the fire in our eyes. Born to rock and roll. Brought up and rough, and we know our stuff. Praying it on our souls. We rock and roll gypsies. Tramps and no good bums, 'cause we break all the rules. We've been through heaven, we've been through hell. We haven't got a thing to lose.